So if you want to take out that gun and badge, I'm happy to scrap with you one day. You want to do it, let's do it. Let me know, buddy.
That is not a crime, and you're telling me to get out of my vehicle.
If you didn't know, I went to the police academy and they kicked me out.
That's my purse! I don't know you!
Spit me on my face right now! She spit in my face!
Today's video will take us to Chicago, Illinois, to the Cook County Auditor's Building. Oh, where we have a frauditor. Just because a door is open and doesn't have a no trespassing sign on it, he thinks he can walk right in, sit right down, get a glass of water, a magazine, and make himself at home. Enjoy.
I'm here at the Daily Center, 50 West Washington. This is City Hall and the Cook County building.
One eternity later.
Ma'am, inform him I am able to record in here, please.
Okay, what's going on? What are you trying to do?
What's the reason why he called the sheriff here?
What are you trying to do, sir?
Ma'am, I don't, you know what, right now I'm going to file a complaint about him. Why would he call the sheriff here because I'm recording?
Most likely the sheriff was called because you wandered into a private office. Although there was no sign up that said not open to the general public, common sense would tell you not to walk into a door that is closed unless you have official business there.
Were you inside the office?
I'm in there, I'm everywhere the public is open to. What is your star number?
10882.
10882, okay.
Yes.
I don't know why that man right there by the name of Jose would even call the sheriff. What is the event call number for this?
What was the event
call number? That is correct.
I don't have an event call number.
Okay, so who and why were you called up here?
Pardon me, officer, but if I may interject, the boy is a buffoon. He has no idea what he's blabbering about. He just likes to yammer on to hear himself talk. So please, try to stay on point and don't get out of pocket with this guy.
Who?
Why were you called up here? Who called and why were you called up here?
Okay, operations called me and told me to come here.
For what reason?
Because there was someone up here recording.
Okay.
And they didn't want them in there recording. So.
Okay, ma'am, you are aware that filming in a public place is permitted by the law. Are you aware of that?
In a public office?
In a public office, that is correct too.
Okay.
Who is the acting superintendent at the present moment?
Superintendent Rhodes.
Rhodes, yep. Okay, and your sheriff sergeant is that Radar?
No.
Okay, who is that? 1080? Capodia?
This Frauditor is a real name dropper, but the officer looks puzzled and has no idea who he's talking about.
Who's your acting sheriff sergeant at this present moment?
Okay, they're all my sergeants.
Okay.
So.
Anyhow, ma'am, if you like, you can walk with me over there. I'm going to grab a cup of water from that assessor's office because the man promised me a cup of water from in there. It's right there sitting on the counter. And I would love it that you walk with me there because your body cam is rolling. There's no crimes being committed here.
A few minutes later.
This door was open just like that.
Okay.
There's no restricted signs.
Okay.
Okay, excuse me. There's a water fountain right here. There's a sit down right here. Am I not allowed to be in this public access? Could you call the man that called you and have him come over here? Could you have the accuser come here and tell his story?
I'm not sure where he went. Did he go back here?
He sure did, yes ma'am.
This Frauditor comes across as arrogant to me. He thinks that just because he watched a few YouTube videos and got this bright idea about frauditing, he can take a camera anywhere he can, except that's not entirely true, as he will find out.
The sheriff is well aware, sir.
I hope you really can't sit
sit out there.
Sir, there's no restricted signs. Call the sheriff. I'm going to file a bar grievance, okay? The sheriff just told me I could.
5 minutes later.
I advise you to talk to the sheriff there, sir, because you're going against the law.
Okay, so that's an executive order.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
There's no restricted signs there. Ma'am, could you notify this man that I am able to request information within this office? I am able to sit down and drink water from this office?
Hey, sonny boy, what's up with you and all this water? Are you a camel? You gonna cross the desert? I don't understand. Why do you need all this water? Next time, bring your own water bottle.
This particular office, you can't come in. He just locked the doors.
Watch this. There's water open to the public. There's magazines, paperwork on the table. Look at those. You see the newspapers and the booklets and the magazines issued to the desk right there. Okay. So what is the reason why right now he locked the door? Because I'm drinking water and I'm filing paperwork?
I can't answer that question because the door is locked. I can't go in. I don't have access to that. That's something that you have to take up with him and with this office.
I'm going to file a police report about him. Please bring him out here so he can identify himself.
You little snowflake. You want to file a police report? For what? What are you going to put on the police report? Oh, the man locked the door on me and he hurt my feelings and now I'm going to have to get a safe space and later on I have to call my mommy.
I can't bring him out.
Okay, could you ask him? Because you see, this is, and since is your body cam rolling?
Yes.
These are the magazines on the table. These are issued to the public here. These magazines and this water right here on the table. See the man over there? What he's doing, he's breaking the law. Since your body cams are recording, this man is breaking the law. What is the reason for him to call?
Who is this man? First
Is he
a supervisor? Is this his office?
I'm not even sure who that guy is. I don't even know if he works for the county or not at this second.
Well,
He's got.
He works for the county, but this is an executive office, is what I'm told.
Okay, ma'am. There has to be signs that say restricted or employees only. Look at that door over there that says employees only. With no sign saying employees only, what is their chairs for? What is their water for guests or taxpayers here? What are these newspapers right here on the desk for? What are those booklets there? That's for public access.
Look, dimwit, just because an office has a water cooler and some magazines does not mean it's open to the public. I'm betting if you went to the Pentagon, they have plenty of water coolers and magazines laying around. Do you think you could walk right in and sit right down? Not on your life, buddy.
Like I asked this young lady here, who or why were you called here?
Because they said that you were coming into an office that you're not supposed to be in. So.
Okay. If that's against the law, take me to jail right now. If you claim this is an office that I'm not supposed to be in, that means I'm breaking the law. I went in there and grabbed a cup of water and I sat down as well. I sat down on the chair, and as you see, I have some paperwork from the desk there. Okay, that's not closed to the public. If it was, ma'am, like I said, these gentlemen standing right here see a sign right there on the door that clearly says employees only. So if this is restricted to the public, there would not be any waiting area, or there will be signs that say employees only.
Well, this is the executive office, so I guess can't everybody come in, or you have to have an appointment. That I'm not sure.
Okay.
This is not, I don't work over here. I work at the Daily Center.
This Frauditor provides good quality content. I can't tell you how much of his content I've had to edit out because the screen goes black or it goes completely upside down. This guy needs to work on his editing skills a little bit better.
Okay, ma'am.
Sergeant Griffith?
Here's the man right here. Can you please identify the man?
Not right now. I'll get this information when I get ready to write my report.
ITH.
Star number 1048.
1048. What present time do you have?
5 minutes to 12.
5 minutes to 12. So 11:55 a.m. Okay, and what's your star number, ma'am? What was that?
10882.
882. All right. For purposes of obtaining body cam. Okay, I could walk with you, ma'am, to the sheriff's office if you like, so I could wait for that report that you're going to be filing.
You're not going to get it.
I'm going to type the report. I'm not giving it to you. You have to FOIA the report. You have to give it a couple of days to go through the system, and then you go and do a FOIA request. That's on the internet, the steps on how to do that.
Oh, dearie me, Frauditor. She has just dismissed you. You were expecting to get that report right now, and you're not going to get it. Will you throw a temper tantrum?
Okay. Anyhow.
Can I have your name?
For what reason?
To put in the report.
No, ma'am, I have...
That you refuse entry.
No, ma'am, I have not committed a crime, therefore I am not subject to any information of that nature.
Okay.
All right.
Have a good one.
You too. However, I will go to the sheriff's office, and I'll wait momentarily for that report. And I'll go ahead and file a 20 minutes and serve the sheriff's office.
It's going to take about a week for the process to go through. But you can go to the sheriff's office right now.
Sure.
Absolutely. That's
okay.
within your right.
You are aware, ma'am, that initially arriving here, I did go to the sheriff's office to inform the superintendent that I will be recording audio and video throughout my entire interaction.
I'm not aware of that, but that's fine. You can do that.
Okay.
Nobody's infringing upon that.
Okay, well, this man is infringing upon that.
Come on, Sheriff. That mean old guy in the office infringed upon my client's rights to be a jackwagon. He infringed upon him to be a dimwit, a halfwit, a knucklehead, and a blubbering buffoon to boot.
Well, ma'am, you as a sworn officer would be best to file a police report that I asked to.
I'm going to document it on the report that we have to do, like I said, and then you can FOIA the information. It is not going to be available in 15 minutes.
Okay. So are you going to include this, I'm not even going to say gentleman, this man right here, are you going to include his first name, last name, and job title?
As soon as I find out.
This way I can start filing affidavits because he is conspiring against my rights and he is breaking the law by locking that door there. For your body cams, could you take a look at what it says right here? No, you don't want to. No. You don't want to show true transparency. What it says right here is it says employees only.
You're recording it, so you see
okay.
It's already there.
I am not able to go in here because I clearly see a sign that says employees only.
This guy clearly has problems. I believe he's a narcissistic sociopath. He seems to think that he's the only one in the entire world that matters, and he clearly doesn't like other people. He certainly doesn't like authority figures. That's for positive sure.
That door was wide open, and there's a fountain there to drink water. There's no reason for this man to violate the law, which is he claims he works for the county.
Okay, well you know what? That's one way to get in, and the office goes all the way that way.
Okay, ma'am.
The employees coming out.
Ma'am, again.
So,
okay.
but like I said, right now you can go to the sheriff's office and talk to whomever you like. I need to try and finish here so I can do my report.
Okay, sure.
And like I said, it won't be 15 minutes.
Okay.
You're within your right to FOIA. That's not an issue
sure.
at all. Your recording is not an issue.
Absolutely.
But it won't be ready in 15 minutes.
Okay. Am I free to go?
Yes.
Then I'm free to stay as well.
I don't know who started that insanity. Free to go, free to stay. It's not the same thing. And if you push the envelope in some cases, you will get a shiny pair of bracelets to wear to jail. It's so stupid. Oh, these people give me a bloody headache.
Much later.
That's the walk of shame. As long as you inform the gentleman here, I am able to record. I am able to have a seat in that office and file paperwork.
No, that's his office. You can't sit in there if he's not allowing you to. You can wait right here. I'm going to get his card for you.
Thank you.
So that you can have that.
Okay, all right, thank you. Because that's not his office, ma'am. The door says otherwise. Okay. If that's the case, ma'am, please, let's put up a sign on this door that says employees only.
I would suggest that.
Okay. Sir, put up a sign that says employees only. I thank you kindly.
I'm getting ready to go to the sheriff's office. Are you walking with me?
Sure. I'll meet you down there momentarily, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay?
You have to stay up here.
You gentlemen have a good day. Ladies and gentlemen.
I wonder how long that man has worked in that office and never had a bird brain come by before. Just walk right in, sit right down, have a glass of water, browse through the magazines and claim he can do that because of his First Amendment rights. I just wonder how many years he's worked there before this, huh? How many?
10-8, not 10-4, 10-8.
Whoa, 10-8, that's not good.
Okay, anyhow, I did file 5 Freedom of Information forms already.
And you have his information, but you don't want to give me yours.
Come again?
You don't want to give me your name?
Ma'am, according to the Freedom of Information statutes, does not specify first name, last name, and or address. That's what my visit here for, filing Freedom of Information forms. I do have the statutes with me, and I am abiding by the state statutes.
I'm just asking you for the purpose.
It's not required, ma'am. It's not required.
For the purpose of my report.
Okay, you have a business card of the man who violated and broke the law in your hand there.
But if you think you're a victim, then we usually have a spot where we put the victim's name.
Okay, anyhow, ma'am, you will be filing a police report roughly around, would you be completed with that within an hour or so?
Notice how the Frauditor deflects from the sheriff's question about showing ID. As a matter of fact, frauditors never show ID. They don't want anyone to know who they really are. They want to keep that a secret.
Oh.
How long would that take you to be completed?
It's going to be a few hours.
Okay.
I still have
obtaining a sheriff report like that does not require a Freedom of Information request.
It does.
Okay. That's not true, ma'am, but anyhow.
Yes, it is. It does.
Okay, I may be back at a later time to visit the sheriff's office to obtain that, put a sheriff report.
You gotta stay up here, see if you can get the name.
A few moments later.
Are you the sheriff that's going to be filing that report there?
I'm going to be the one writing the report, yes.
Okay.
And you have my information.
Okay, so what? So you just informed your deputy to try to get my information?
Yes.
For what reason?
To put on my report.
Okay, ma'am. Again, the Freedom of Information does not request first name, last name, and address.
Well, if your information is there, it's public.
Okay. Anyhow, that right there is a that right there. What you're doing is you're soliciting.
Ah, gee whiz. There's a lot of things I'd like to say here, but it would definitely violate the YouTube community guidelines. So I'll just leave this sign here and ask him, what in the hell are you talking about, Frauditor?
You're soliciting a crime there. Okay, ma'am. Have a good day. So this is the dude.
What a bunch of bloody palaver that was. What a waste of resources, time, energy, and effort over what? Because a door didn't have a sign on it? Man, these frauditors, they give me a massive headache, and I'm sure they give everyone else a headache as well. If you enjoy watching idiots, imbeciles, and morons make complete fools of themselves, please subscribe to my channel. As always, thanks so much for stopping by. Cheers to that.